cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let them rock you to sleep, true colors better believe them. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Entertain this goofiness. But since people want to be goofy and hop out there and act tough, speak tough, and continue to not make no sense, we about to get right on into it. Let's go.
But before you get into it, man, Rich Trapper, type it in 10. It's Trap News Network, back in the same, like cook, cracking the same, here at 10. And Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, Zito. You ain't finna get nobody's college, Zito. I gotta say goodnight to my kids real quick. But Young Ant Jefe got some news we can use. Some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Going off on Kingpill'S. We already know what this finna be about. Let's get into it. Let's go.
So yesterday, right? Y'all already know. I'm hosting No Jumper. I see the flyer come out. I look at the flyer. I'm like, man, hold on. What do they doing got this man coming up here hosting with us? However, that's not my place of business. Adam can do whatever Adam 22 wants to do. That's his place of business. No Jumper. So,
for those of y'all who don't know, Kingpill'S and Young Ant had a heated situation at No Jumper yesterday where Adam 22 thought it was important and necessary to bring up the fact that Kingpill'S had used a very derogatory term towards Young Ant Jefe's fraternity in a song, and Adam 22 made it clear that, you know, Kingpill'S had used this word. He talked about it a month ago, but for whatever reason decided that it was necessary to bring it up today on No Jumper, yesterday on No Jumper in front of Young Ant Jefe. So let's get into this. And y'all know what I mean? You finna say something to me about me echoing in the bathroom. Every day the kids have football practice, and every day, I need to hand wash the boys' football clothes. So that's that.
I could have been a sucker. I could have been somebody who what people would consider as duck and wreck, or not go up there and came with some excuse, because I did have a video shoot.
And y'all know what I mean, real quick, just to show you real quick, because my moms be on me, I be having to hand wash the kids' football clothes, their pants. They got their little wops and all that. Youth football, y'all know, you know, whatever. So yeah, I gotta hand wash their stuff every day after practice, because I refuse to have my house smelling like a boys' locker room. I think that's absolutely disgusting. So let's get back to this content.
For yesterday, that I had to cancel and get my cancellation feedback, and then go up there to No Jumper. On my way to No Jumper, the car tire catch on flat on Slauson and Crenshaw at the Mobiles. So now we gotta pull to this mobile gas station, and the only thing on my mind, like, damn, I hope none of these dudes is not out here, because I would hate for it to have to be some type of friction, because some dudes feel that you over here and you don't belong over here, or you playing in their hood. Y'all know how I go. So, however, We go to the tire shop, we get our tire, we go on our way to
I will say this, when I popped the tire on Florence and Normandy, in Young Ant Jefe's neighborhood, everybody was really cool. Everybody was really respectful. I got my tire changed, I got up out of there, and it was made very abundantly clear that as long as I ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. But, you know, it was made very abundantly clear where I was at as well, too. But I got my tire and I left, and I went about my business. So shout out to everybody getting tires.
Jumper. Tire catches flat again while we're on the freeway. We got to get off the freeway, stop at a gas station, get some more air in the tire, and then continue to No Jumper to the streets. So I got to No Jumper about 30 minutes late yesterday. Whole time me coming up, I was always told that when you summon, you must go. Now we ain't just talking about you knowing that you about to go commit suicide. Now anybody's a dummy if you just going somewhere knowing that you about to commit suicide if it's not for the right cause. And it ain't too many right causes. We can narrow down what the right cause that will make you go commit suicide or put you in a situation where you will have to be unalived over something. So, to me, this was no different than you being in jail and the police assigning you to your enemy's dorm, you being on that prison yard, and you gotta go in a cell with an enemy. What you gonna do? You gonna tell the police you can't go? Nah, I ain't gonna be the one. If I'm coming to your cell and you don't want me in your cell, and you saying I can't come in your cell, well, guess what? I'm coming in that cell, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, or you are gonna be the one to tell the police that you don't want to sell it, or I can't come in that cell. So although I really knew I had other business to tend to, I, to a degree, played in to the social media game that I wouldn't play into. But this is real life and reality, and I'm a stand on business. That's just who I've been as a person. So, although I knew this was a bad idea to pod with this dude or to be in the same podcast space with this dude, I still allowed myself to go up there. Go up there, get there to No Jumper. Everybody, y'all can rewind the whole No Jumper thing back. Y'all seen how I came in the room, smiled at Munchie, what's up to Adam, really didn't say nothing to him until I felt his energy out. He smiled. Once he smiled, it was like, what's up? I knew everything was good. You wouldn't know nothing. So, which put me not being on nothing. Sat down on the couch, you know, we exchanged little words with each other. He was like, man, what, you know what I'm saying? What's up with my boy Fat Hefe? I'm like, man, what's happening? Fiend Pill. We both laughed. That was that. Now, doing this No Jumper segment, something came out that I was hoping I was going to get to holler at this dude off camera about. But being that he thought that No Jumper was so boring and the topic that we was talking about, and we weren't about to sit up here talking about 4 extras, blowing up his hand all day, Adam spiced it up for him. Now, a lot of people in my car, oh, man, you ain't blaming Adam. Hey, you ain't mad at Adam. Hey, Adam did something slick. Man, your opinion is your opinion. You can look at it as being something slick. I'm not trying to say nobody wrong. This is what I'm telling you. I know what I signed up for. Adam asked me before I ever got on pod with him, what were my triggers? And if I had any triggers, he was going to respect them triggers. So, I don't see anything to cross. Peel said it was a boring pod, and Adam said, okay, you know what? Hey, well, if it's boring, which, after all right, it just dawned on me that it is messy, but I'm not mad at Adam 22. So, he asked, hey, what's up with that diss thing you took out your song? So,
now, this is where it's going to get interesting at. Because the world is going to say, well, you should be mad at Adam, and you should be whatever, blah, 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 Adam and this, Adam that, wooty bam this, wooty bam that. With that all being said, it's not my place, your place, anyone else's place to dictate to Young Ant Jefe how he should or how he shouldn't feel about somebody who he does or does not have a relationship with based upon things that we may or may not know off of on-camera, off-camera conversations. So if Young Ant Jefe has dealt with Adam off-camera and certain conversations have been had, hey man, that's your business. Do I personally care for Adam and his shenanigans and how he goes about handling things? Of course not. But this is not my situation to feel away of. So if Young Ant Jefe like it, then I love it, big dog.
Right off back, I'm smoking, and I'm hoping in my mind that this dude don't say the wrong thing. So he speak on it, he lingering on a little bit. Oh man, yeah, you know I had to do it for the fans, and you know I took it out. This the funny part about everything. This how real I am, man. Right? Look, I see him and Adam and them out there in Brooklyn. We ain't even got to speak about the ties. I see him out there, well connected. It's nothing. I see him out there, talk to a few dudes. Hey, what were they like, man? Hey, that thing's supposed to be took out the song or coming out the song. All right. Leave it alone.
Never mind, I'm gonna let it play.
They talking about it on No Jump.
What's understood ain't gotta be understood. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. I will say that though. Shout out to Young Ant Jefe for practicing understanding.
We not about to make A-Trey gangsters or my community the butt of no joke. That's what we not about to do. So, being that I seen it went from Adam to him to Lush. Hey, look, check this out. What we not about to do, we not about to linger on, let this linger on. I'm from 83rd Street. You said the T word. You said the T word. You definitely said the T word. But what did you say out your own mouth? This the clownish behavior I hate. This man, hey, bro, I'm from Pomona, California, bro. It's a hood out there we beef with, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing to do with these guys. I wasn't dissing them or directing it towards them. Now, being that I'm a Trey, of course the T word, this is my hood. So, on the natural, I have to be conscious of that. And not for the viewers, and not for a lot of people who probably don't even gangbang, biopics, people just talking, giving their opinion. I done do that for them. I did that for me and my community. You know what I'm saying? Let's clear this. We're going to get this clear out in the open right now. Yeah, we know it's a derogatory term towards my set, but that's not the only set you diss by saying that. Hey, Trey is not the only set you diss by saying that word. I've been to juvenile hall tripping over that word. I've been everywhere you can be tripping over that word. And I had to come to the terms in politics with homies that, hey, y'all not the only ones who get dissed by saying that words. And dudes be miles away from y'all and don't even beef with y'all, so you know they not meaning that for y'all. But still, we gonna clear the room. So, I say what I say as we gonna play. And you know what this dude do? He comes out and say, hey, who disrespected you? Ain't nobody disrespect me. I'm just saying before go there, it lingering on, it's gonna be disrespectful. So we're not about to linger on with this conversation. Oh, what nobody disrespecting you. You know, I said that I wasn't talking about y'all. So we saying the same thing, idiot, which I'm explaining. You not talking about us. So you reading the comments and pressing about the comments, they made you come out and say that, oh, you feel disrespected about what? Oh, I wasn't talking about.
The comments can ruin a lot of positive conversations. A lot of conversations can be had in a positive aspect. A lot of conversations can be had in a very clear aspect amongst gentlemen and grown men. But then you got that random ass person from nowhere, Wisconsin, comment in the chat, make you feel away. Now you feel like you gotta defend yourself to a stranger.
About y'all. The same shit I just explained. Now this man put an interview out. I mean, not an interview, put a whatever, a segment or recording out. I don't know if it was on YouTube or Instagram, but I seen it. Somebody sent it to me. So that's why we here now. He put a segment out talking about, oh, how I got punked out.
A statement is what you're looking for. Don't worry about the words, Art.
I'm the one said the word, and he acknowledged that I dissed his hood. Nigga, you acknowledge that you didn't diss, and I acknowledge that you didn't diss. I acknowledge that you said the word, but the word wasn't being meant towards A-Trey. That's what I acknowledge. Stop playing. That's what I'm talking about with all this clown stuff and this goofy stuff. This clown and this goofy stuff. But now we about to play what a few other people had to say that chimed in, Crip and Blood, and y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
And then Kingpill'S talked all that and got marked out, bro. Can't no nigga tell me what I meant.
Wait, I thought you said it was a Crip was finna respond. Why'd you put up Sister for Lovejoy? Why'd you put this nigga up? I don't understand. Why did you... What? Snitchtifer is here?
Okay, I guess. I thought you said you was gonna.
Nigga, in my lyrics, in my song.
You said you was gonna put a Crip on. I was waiting for you to. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I guess saw who was available.
You made a song and you dissed all the trades in your song. When you ran across some real trades, nigga told you, nigga, you wasn't dissing.
But here go the thing too. You used that word on YouTube. You've said F that T word. And then you went on YouTube and you apologized. So I'm not really sure. Huh.
I heard you like, I wasn't talking about y'all. You was a buster, nigga. Stand on your lyrics, bro. That'd be me. Hey, bro, I made the song, bro. We don't get along with no trades. You fall in that category, it is what it is. However it play out, it play out. That nigga told you, nigga, what you didn't mean, nigga. That nigga told you what you meant in your song, and you said, I wasn't talking about y'all. Nigga, you can't even stand on your own lyrics, nigga. You's a buster, nigga. Get your ass up out of here.
Bro, you've apologized more times than not. That was the wrong person to put in because he's definitely disrespected A-Trays and Gangsta Crips, and now he is talking about somebody else, so yeah.
So you got 600 right there. 600 heard it. Now, I can play a game. I can go majority to the majority of the internet, which made him jump and react the way he reacted to say he got punked out. Did I ever say he got punked out? No. Was I ever looking at him like I punked him out? No. I was just being firm, letting him know that we not even about to go in this bag of tricks or play this game, period. We not about to make this word the topic or the butt of no jumper. No, sir. And we didn't. We killed that. We killed that. I asked you, bro, when it seemed like you wanted to be argumentative, I asked you, bro, what we on? It was silent in that room. And Munchie B and Tania had to butt in and say, oh, we on explosive. Oh, I just had my baby and stuff like that, bro. I left it up to you when you try to play like you wanted to be argumentative and acting like you was disagreeing with me when you was actually agreeing with me. And any person...
Young Ant Jefe said, I'm not going, bro. I'm not going.
That even with the slightest disability or ability to think that this dude punked me or I was the one looking stupid, you have to be slow and you have to still be on training wheels. When you got a man saying 2-3 different times acknowledging, bro, I didn't say that for y'all. I'm not dissing y'all. I'm not, and I'm telling him I know you not dissing us. But I acknowledge that that word was said, and that word is a derogatory term used to diss my community. Let's be real. This man is way in Pomona, California, an hour away, an hour and some change with traffic. He's not sliding first. He's not sliding down here. And then it's another thing.
Uh-oh.
You know the man had to be high out of his mind. He had to be on the fiend pills or whatever. He talking about he on psychedelic. Yeah, you definitely psyched out. This dude hops out there to only say, man, I ain't nobody disrespecting you, and I'm saying that, yeah, I'm saying that we not dissing you, to go back the next day after the incident happened and say, hey, man, how somebody punked me when I'm the one said the word? Like that.
Well, that's what Pathetic Fatso does all the time. That's pretty much what the internet is. People who get marked out and then go back online and talk about it like it didn't happen. So there's that.
That has to be the most clownish behavior and activity on earth, bro. And and that's why I didn't want to pod, and that's why I don't want to pod with certain dudes, bro. Because the goofiness, and I don't even, and that's why gang banging in the streets to a degree is real goofy, because the conduct that's being allowed. Like, what you gotta ask yourself, bro, that's on.
This nigga just teleport to a new space.
God. Why?
So we gonna all just pretend like we didn't see Young Ant Jefe teleport? Alright, bet.
Would I take anybody serious who was pushing all power rules and had to be told that he had to choose a power rule hood that he wanted to be from? Get put on his power rule hood, do a lot of time, get sent on these jail missions, come out, come home. The young dudes don't even know him. He a little homie in the set, for real, don't even got big homie status. You can tell the way he moving, he's being coached. And people is telling him certain things, is telling him his right and wrongs. This man is in his 30s and being coached about how to game bang. And then this man got an anthem talking about slide first, and he ain't slid on nothing.
Young Ant Jefe is outraged.
This how cold the game is. This man been in jail all these years, get out, come out here trolling barefoot in the same stank army outfit he be wearing with some baby oil, trying to troll because the Diddy trial going on, talking about booty oil. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to even let him come up there like that. Like whoever came up there with him that day should have been on his line. And now it got to make you respect 4 extras decision and not fight this man a little more. Like regardless of whatever happened and people trying to clown like, oh, well, you could have got 50,000 and this and that. Like it's the clown behavior. Like it's proper etiquette. Like people try to act like it ain't no classes.
It's definitely classes to everything for sure. It's a whole classism and a ranking system in this situation that people forget.
Etiquette and game banging, bro. And like this dude is nowhere near on my level. Like, let's be real. He out here singing a song talking about slide first. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? You want to join the game, you got to slide first. And this man ain't slid on nothing. Pulled the disrespectful word from his song. And you ain't even killed none of them dudes out there. That's the cold part about it. People out here false flagging. You don't got no work over there. You a troller. You hop in them dudes' inboxes, trolling them dudes. Trolling your enemy. Like, that's kid stuff. You a kid, bro. You, like...
Yeah, that's real. You a grown man that's trolling. You a grown man that's playing games and dancing around on the internet and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, that's real, bro. Just grow up and get your life together because you're not really being taken seriously by your peers. You feel me?
For real, you a 36-year-old, 37-year-old YN goof on the internet, bro. But you need to choose whether this street shit for you or you gonna be goofy on the internet. Because that was a goofy move from you to be in a room with me and me ask you what we own, though. You stay quiet. We stay in the room for about another hour with each other. On the way walking out of No Jumper, you was walking behind me. You said, excuse me, asked me if I had to go to the bathroom. Everything was good, only for you to get pressured up by some comments and come on the internet like, oh, I got punked up. I'm the one said the word. But, man, we about to play what Noo-Noo had to say because he's somebody from the B team, and y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
It did get a little heated, you feel me? Like, just a tad bit, not too much, you feel me? I can't really say Young Ant mark Kingpill'S out because, like I said, it's just a verbal disagreement. You feel me? Like two people speaking how they feel, and one got a little bit more hostile than the other one. You feel me? That happens. You feel me? So I can't really say he marked him out. But what I can say is I'm gonna say this to Kingpill'S because you feel me? You know he another blood from a Paru hood. You feel me? So that's the homie. Protect your image at all costs, bro. Especially when you at No Jumper. I'm gonna say that again. And this don't just go for him.
That don't just go for him. That go for all y'all. Protect your image at all costs, especially when you at No Jumper.
This go for anybody that's, you feel me, be doing interviews and doing stuff and you feel me, in this lane or to a human being, period. Protect your image, homie, at all costs. And you feel me, I'm gonna say this. All right. Kingpill'S, you feel me? He got the little cool little song, the little buzzing little song right now. You feel me? And I know what Ant is talking about. You feel me? So because Kingpill'S said, you feel me, the T word. So Ant, like, you feel me, like, okay, you dissed the hood, even though I know you didn't direct that to the A Trays, but you did diss Trays though. That's basically what he's saying. And you feel me?
It's like, bro, you want to sit there and make such a broad statement towards everybody, then everybody gonna have something to say about it.
I mean, I'm gonna tell Kingpill'S like this. Look, bro, and you know, you feel me? Like I don't know, you feel me? If you really look at it like that, but if you do look at it the way you said it, like saying like, oh yeah, I didn't disrespect you. You feel me? You looking at it wrong, bro. When you said what you said in that song, when you diss the 3, that don't just go for, you feel me, the gangs that you beef with and promote.
That go for everyone. You representing all of them. You disrespecting all of them for sure.
You feel me? That don't just go for them gangs, bro. Because if that's how you felt, you feel me? You should have in your song. You should have just dissed the gangs and promoted. You feel me? When you diss the 3, that's for all the trades, bro. You feel me? So of course they're gonna feel like that. They're gonna be like, oh yeah.
You didn't just keep it towards the gangster Crips so you get into it with, or the trades you get into it with. You made it blatant for all the gangster Crips to know that that's genuinely how you felt about them. My bad. Let me turn this off. My kids in here watching Recess. Y'all remember Recess? They was watching Spinelli, Gus, TJ, Vince, Mikey, all that. You feel me? Shout out to Recess.
You said this and you dissed the 3 in your song, so of course they gonna feel some type of way. But don't, you feel me? Like, I just feel like the homie shouldn't have backed up on the situation and said, oh, I wasn't disrespecting you. It wasn't directed towards you. Like, nah, bro, you can't do that, bro. Especially when it come to this, because the internet gonna eat you up, bro.
The only correct answer really was, I said what I said, and then that should have been a conversation to be had off camera. Any on-camera conversation is in violation, and anything outside of I said what I said towards aggression is really the wrong answer if you are going by gangbanger standards. You feel me? Not normal people, but if you're going by the ganger bangers, you're going to buy gang, do you gang bang? I'll be outside with my gang. That is the rule in the code of the conduct. You feel me?
Oh, and try to make you out to something that you're not. Off the dribble, you should have just been like, you feel me? First of all, No Jumper got tactics. On my mama, nigga. They could have been hollered at you or gave you a solo interview and talked about that. But they knew what they was doing when they put Young Ant in that room, and Adam for sure, Coach Lush or whatever his name is, to be like, yeah, talk about this because Ant is
so everybody know that No Jumper got tactics. Now I'm wondering if everybody also knows that Adam 22 and Wack went over this conversation a month ago and had dissed Young Ant Jefe's neighborhood and the Fruittown Brims, and it was never brought up until Kingpill'S was there in front of Young Ant Jefe again today. But Adam 22 and Wack has long since used that word and were very vocal about using the word and being the same level of disrespectful, in my opinion, as Kingpill'S is.
Is a gang member, and Kingpill'S dissed the trades. So you feel me? Let's get some content out of this and let's see how it go. For sure that happened. And if y'all think that didn't happen, y'all dumb. Period, point blank. You feel me? They for sure did that. No Jumper got tactics, homie. They know what they doing. You feel me? So, but at the end of the day, I'm saying this as far as on the homie behalf. Like, when you do something like that, you gotta just stand on it and just move forward. It ain't no, oh, I wasn't talking about y'all. It ain't none of that, bro. Like, you can't do that, bro, because like I said, this internet is really undefeated. They gonna go at you. It should have been as simple. Soon as that conversation got hostile, and I'm saying this from a business standpoint, I'm not saying this, you feel me, from a gang member, being a gang member, because you feel me, I would have handled it too. I could have, if I'm saying it like that, I could have handled it from a business standpoint, and it's a way I would have handled it as far as me being a gang member. But I would have handled it from a business standpoint, you feel me? So me personally, soon as the conversation would have got a little tense and that would have got brought up, I would have been like, hey, homie, cut these cameras off. Come on, Young Ant, let's walk outside. Let's chop it up real quick. Let's go holler. And I would have told Young Ant verbatim these exact words. Hey, bro, I made the song. I know I dissed the 3. Hey, Trey, you feel me? At the end of the day.
And that's it, yeah. And that conversation could have been had, before the podcast started and all that kind of stuff. It really didn't need to go the way that it went on camera. A lot of things could have been, you know what I'm saying? Just taking care of that. That really didn't have to happen that way, is what I'll just continuously say. It really didn't have to be like that, for sure.
Where do we go from here? If you feel disrespected, we could get down and we can move forward or whatever it's going to be. But I already did that, homie. So that's what it is. You feel me? I would have went about it just like that, and that's what I really feel like the homie should have did. Forget showing out for the cameras, doing all that. You don't got to do that. You feel me? You a man. It would have been strictly, let's step outside, let's holler, you feel me? And I'd have went about it like that, you feel me? And I guarantee you, Young Ant would have respected that. They probably would have got down, or even if they didn't get out, and you feel me, they would have had a little cool conversation and whatever the case may be. But for me, knowing Young Ant, for sure he would have got at him like that. They would have got down, and you feel me? But I guarantee you, Young Ant would have respected it, homie. And
So,
I mean, yeah, that's that. They just would have handled their gentleman scandal. You feel me? And then that could have been the end of the situation.
to a degree, I respect what Noo-Noo was saying, and there's some things I disagree with. Now, Noo-Noo somebody that programmed with me, he ain't been with me, Munchie ain't been with me. A lot of people ain't been with me. I'm not the type to get on the internet and tell you how many people I knocked out, but I've been putting belt to ass. It's a known fact. I don't have to get out here and tell you, oh yeah, I knocked you out, I'll do this to you, because that's not my personality or character. But if you try me, you will sure find out what I'm working with, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? We not turned down, we ain't turning nothing down, bruh. Now, this is what I agree with Noo-Noo with. Like, the way it could have been handled, which I was gonna holler at him off camera, but it got brought up on camera. Now, I agree with Noo-Noo, like, yeah, he could have, like, yeah, hey, look. But if he just would have been like, hey, look, all trades is all trades, I'm getting right off. You can't tell me all trades is all trades. I'm not going for that, because it don't go like.
Now I could definitely understand Young Ant Jefe's point of that. You know, if that's how you feel and that's your energy, then whatever, you feel me? But hey, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But on the aspect of respect and all that kind of stuff, you know, it's different strokes for different folks, I guess.
That, like, you know what I'm saying? Noo-Noo, he feel like if you saying that word, it's for all trades, not just the trades you beefing with in your area. And to a degree, he's right. It's a disrespectful term for all trades, but when we breaking things down by geographical location, it don't go like that. And that's when the question be popped, like, bro, what's up? But like, yeah, if you do stand on that, like, hey man, I said that, bro, and you know, it's already said, how do we get past it? On everything, let's shoot that. And if his homies was cool with that, we would have shot that, and I would have whooped him. You know what I'm saying? We would have definitely shot that if his homies was cool with that. Or if not, if I just felt it just would have been disrespectful, I just would have got off, and it would have went up between the people I had with me and the people he had with him. It's just as simple as that. Now, where I disagree at is that Noo-Noo, like, his perspective of how he's seeing it, that it was just two people having a disagreement. It wasn't even no disagreement, because he agreed with what I said, that he wasn't dissing the set.
Young Ant Jefe is not letting that go. It ain't no disagreement, because he agreed that he wasn't doing no dissing. So it wasn't no disagreement, because that nigga wasn't doing no dissing.
And I was just furthermore talking to Lush, telling Lush, like, hey, look, bro, we not about to linger on with this. You want to keep asking him these questions and stuff. We not about to do that. We gonna cut that short. Then he want to interject in like, oh, who said I disrespect you? Who said I did? Like, you gotta be the retarded as the dumbest person if you saying that I got pressed by Kingpill, if he asking me, how did he disrespect me? How do I feel disrespected? I already told you that I done diss your hood. Oh, okay, for sure. We saying this, oh, that's what you said? Oh, okay, for sure, we saying the same thing. How I get punked out? And I asked, and I lead it, and I popped the question after that as well. But what we doing though? It was quiet, it was crickets. And to Munchie B and Tania said what they said. But even all in that situation, I never had it on my mind, like, oh yeah, I got a victory, or I punked Kingpill out. Like, that's goofy. That would have been goofy in me. I'm a real man. When people was hitting me up, asking me about it, I didn't make no comments about it. I didn't say, yeah, I punked him out. None of that. Because I didn't feel like I punked him out. I felt like I was firm in my approach and just let him know we not about to indulge in this and that. And that's,
yeah, it don't really seem like Young Ant Jefe was trying to punk him out or anything like that. It just seemed like Young Ant Jefe was drawing a clear boundary and a parameter towards the situation. That's pretty much really it, for real.
But he in there reading the comments. I seen when we was on No Jumper. If y'all pay attention to when we was on No Jumper, after that fact, y'all pay attention, his knee was jumping and stuff like it was shaking as if he was trying to pump himself up, or if he didn't know if he was gonna move, or if he didn't know if I was gonna trip or not. That's what his vibe was saying and giving off. Because he's reading the comments, and the comments like, oh, Ant marked you out, or Ant Debo. And then some people in the comments like, oh, I feel like Ant got marked out, and stuff like that. But majority of the comments, the ratio was saying he got marked out. Did I go along with the comments? No. I just said, hey, look.
Hey, man, markouts are hard.
Don't let this internet trick you. Don't fall victim to these comments. Don't read these comments. Even Munchie said it in a group chat like, man, hey, look, I hope dude don't leave this pod and go back and start talking about the situation or talk. Like, it's goofy. And that's how.
But you know what? And I'm not telling Young Ant Jefe how to feel and how not to feel, but we're not gonna pretend like Adam didn't again puppeteer this situation for the second week in a row of an LA gang member getting put into a crazy situation.
You know who really been in the trenches doing what? Who really did a proper etiquette? Who really barred and scarred up like and ranked up in this? Like that's goofy. And people, when people was on their team, people be accepting goofy behavior and mentality and try to make excuses for it, bro. This shit is a clown act and a clown behavior, and y'all need to start putting people's feet to the fire, and y'all need to ask this man, is he on some gangster shit or is he on some internet shit? Because he's trying to mix the two, and the two don't go. With that being said, I'm going to conclude that there. It's your boy, Young Ant Jefe.
All right, man, we about to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel Tweets free. We go.